From Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California, the defending champions, Orange County, play host to FC Tulsa of the Eastern Conference. This matchup is presented by Hogue, Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez Espin here with you. Excited to bring you this one on ESPN+. We begin tonight by taking a look at the standings in each conference. From Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California, the defending champions, Orange County, play host to FC Tulsa of the Eastern Conference. This matchup is presented by Hogue, Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez-Espin here with you. Excited to bring you this one on ESPN+. We begin tonight by taking a look at the standings in each conference. Ricky, we start in the East, where Tulsa are a place away from being in the playoffs.
And they're on the outside looking in. It's a good opportunity here for Coach Ensign and his boys to go away from home against a really talented Orange County side. You get 3 points, you're in the playoff hunt, so look for them to be motivated and have a good showing here at football here tonight.
Work to do in the West for the defending champions, trying to get into the top half of the table.
And there's just so much talent on this side. Just a matter of time till Coach Chappell's boys get the clicking right. It's a good opportunity here to kickstart their season. They're at home against the FC Tulsa side in front of your own fans, and you know they want those 3 points.
No question about it. And Ricky, they're looking to make amends from their last home game where they had a 2-0 lead against Oakland Roots and let it slip in the final moments.
And talking to Coach Chappell, you know it's a learning opportunity. It's a learning process. When they go up tonight here, if they go up tonight, they're not going to let it happen again. There's just so much talent. They know how to close out games, but this Oakland team is a lot better than their record says. So look for Orange County to be confident and look how to close out this game.
Yeah, both coaches talked to us about it, and Coach Chappell said it felt like a loss against Oakland. They're hoping to make amends and make improvements on it tonight. Here's the lineup that'll be hoping to do just that. Both lineups are brought to you by Kimco Staffing Services.
And you see the talented starting 11 for Coach Chappell. Kubo Torres, the number 9, going to be spearheading the attack. Behind him is going to be Skendi. Kuningas on this left-hand side, Alaski, just so much talent. You have Orozco, what a player he is, what a leader he is, and then we know what Rakoski is, what a goalkeeper he is in this USL Championship.
On the other side of things, FC Tulsa have really struggled on the road, Ricky. Here's how Michael Ensign lines his boys up as they look to change that.
And my eyes go to Bird, Chuich, and Maloto in that middle of the field to really dictate tempo, spray the ball from left to right, connect back to front. They need to have a big say, and obviously you have JJ Williams as a striker, so look for him to be a focal point for Coach Ensign and this FC Tulsa side.
Let's take a closer look at Joaquin Rivas, who's had a really good start to the season. Came back for a second stint a few years ago at FC Tulsa and continues to be a talisman for these guys.
And you just see there, 8 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. It's a brilliant little ball there to see. JJ Williams, he's just so clever in his movement, can give assists, can score goals, that quality left foot. So look for him to get on the ball and be confident here tonight.
Our home player to watch is brought to you by Omega Accounting Solutions. You mentioned him, Eric Torres, who's looking to lead the line tonight for Orange County.
And you know he's going to be motivated to get on the score sheet. We've seen what he can do against RGB. 2 goals inside that box. He's going to make his money in his movement inside the 18-yard box. So look for Torres to be confident, to get on the ball early and ask a lot of questions of SC Tulsa and their back line.
Both teams can really use a result tonight. The defending champions will host FC Tulsa in a big matchup as the West meets the East here on ESPN+. We can't wait to bring it to you. The kickoff is next.
Back post run, header down and in! Rakovsky got a piece. Asante turns. Rakovsky gets up. Orange County strikes first.
Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez, Espin back here with you. The champs, Orange County, getting set to play host to FC Tulsa. Excited to bring you this one on ESPN+. And of course, the champions, Ricky, are hoping to get a result tonight after dropping points against Oakland last time out. FC Tulsa is looking for their first road points of the season. Let's start by taking a look at the injury report brought to you by Solfakhari Law.
And if you're Coach Chappell, that's something you don't want to see. Obviously, 4 players out: Brian Ilowski, Daniel Acosta, Tony Rocher, Francis Jacobs. Obviously, a lot of talent on that injured roster. And for Coach Ensign, that's what you want to see. No injuries reported, but I'm expecting a really hard-fought 90 minutes of football here. Obviously, Orange County, like you said, John, you drop points to really talented Oakland Root side. FC Tulsa, you're on your way away from home, haven't won yet, so now it's time to right the ship.
Orange County in their home oranges, going from right to left on your devices here at Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California. Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez, Espin here with you on ESPN+. Of course, this field just played host to some U.S. Open Cup action midweek, and now the defending USL champions are in the park to host FC Tulsa, team that has played 4 road games this season, have not been able to get any points so far. Orange County coming off that disappointing finish against Oakland, and they're trying to get some redemption, as Richard Chaplow told us earlier this week. Greg Dopka is our center official. Tulsa in their road blacks are on it here on the near side. Controlled at the back by Mateus Silva. On that far side, of course, FC Tulsa have had so many good attacking players over the last few years. And of course, Rivas, Rodrigo da Costa is going to be a factor tonight, and all led up front by J.J. Williams. All played forward by Eric Bird into the channel. Nobody there to pick it up for Tulsa. Well, Rakowski's got to be very, very careful there, just on the outskirts of his own penalty area. And in the end, he wins a free kick off of J.J. Williams.
Just see the striker that J.J. Williams is, just so opportunistic, trying to get on the end of that. If you're Rakowski, you need to be a bit more confident. Look at the keys to the game. Obviously, Kubo, last time out against RGV, had that brace with 2 balls across, nice headers. And then if you're FC Tulsa, obviously it's a full 90-minute performance. You're away from home. You need to start from first to finish. You know, Coach Ensign is going to be motivated for his boys that get confident, really take the sting out of the game early and often. You're looking at players like Bird, Shuwich in that middle of the field to really dictate a tempo, get on the ball, spray the ball from left to right, and open up the gaps of Coach Chappell's side.
Keys to the game presented by Easy Fleet GPS. As FC Tulsa get a nice little overlapping run on this far side. There's a couple of shirts to aim at in the middle. Rivas was closest to it. His first touch was so difficult to control. Orange County will concede the throw.
And they started bright, Coach Ensign side. Obviously, you see Corrales gets a bit of space on that left-hand side. Just a ball behind Rivas, unable to bring it down. Just caught in between 2 minds. Does he bring it down? Does he have a crack on goal? Does neither, but it's a good early start 3 minutes in for Coach Ensign side.
Ronald Rodriguez threw it in. Bird controls for Tulsa. And, well, misplaces the pass, to say the least. It was a 3-1 win against Detroit City last time out at home for FC Tulsa. Rivas had a brace, got onto the Team of the Week, USL Championship for Week 9. Second Team of the Week he's been in this season, first since Week 2 of the season. Rodrigo da Costa had a goal sandwiched in the middle of the Rivas brace. Kaningas' foray forward is held up by Rodriguez, and it's going to be a free kick for the hosts.
And if you're Rodriguez there, you want to play a bit quicker. Don't let Kaningas have the chance to come close to you, close you down. Results in a foul and a really good opportunity for Orange County to ask questions of Lewis so early in this match, cause a bit of confusion between the keeper and his back line, trying to keep him in no man's land. So look for Kaningas to whip this ball in right on top of that 6-yard box. Fancy's extremely nice for in-swinger, left foot.
2 men in the Tulsa wall, just outside of the penalty area. This does feel like Kaningas territory for Orange County. Kind of bend this in. It's exactly what he's going to try and do. Free header at the back post, and the opening goal for Orange County. The man we highlighted, Eric Torres, gives the champions the lead inside of 5 minutes. Easy as you like, and Tulsa are down again on the road by a 0-0.
And what a goal to set the tempo, to make your mark in this match. A peach of a ball in from Kaningas. Whip, power, everything above. And then Kubo Torres just finds that space at that back post. Does everything right, heads it down, makes it hard for Lewis. We talked about how good he is inside that box. The little robot as well for the celebration. But what a goal for that striker there. Start this game 5 minutes in, 1-0. Fourth goal of the season for Eric Torres there.
Team leading fourth goal of the season as well. And Tulsa will be asking questions of their back line. How do you leave Torres that wide open? He won't complain. Neither will Richard Chaplow, and the champions are in front. And the ball in from Kuningas as well was as close to silver platter as it gets.
Such a player that has so much quality in that left foot. It's one thing to put a ball in a dangerous area, but it's another thing to put that ball in, which is just so much venom, so much pace, gives his team a chance. We knew how mobile and how clever in his movement Torres was inside that 18-yard box. And we see it on display right there to give him an early lead, Orange County at home.
Chested down by Joaquin Rivas for FC Tulsa. Try to invite Bird into the play. Rivas receives and recycles it back to Dispay. Well, the series history is pretty even between these two. Each have 4 wins over the other and 1 draw in the middle. It's actually been quite a while since these two have met in the league. You actually have to go all the way back a few years to 2019. And the last time they met, FC Tulsa were still the Tulsa Roughnecks. And Orange County won it by a 0-0 in Oklahoma on that occasion. And the meetings before that were pretty nuts. Orange County lost 5-3 at home to Tulsa Roughnecks in the fixture earlier in that 2019 season. And then the year before that, Orange County won 6-1 over Tulsa. There have been some pretty big numbers in this fixture in years past, but again, it's been nearly 3 years since these two have met. And Orange County have the opening breakthrough through Eric Torres.
And it's going to be really important for Coach Entien's side to have J.J. Williams and Moloto on the same page. J.J. playing as a number 9, Moloto dropping in a little bit underneath as at number 10. Just the understanding where the striker wants the ball and when is going to be really important for the success of Coach Entien's side.
Ball's up for grabs in the midfield. It was good touch initially by Torres. Couldn't find anybody. And in the back line, Orozco there, and Brent Richards able to kind of clean things up. And Rivas was the target. Orange County recycle it with Milan Ilaski. Oh, that's a lovely touch on the far side to open things up for Orange County. Great work from Brent Richards there. Gets it back. Kuningas using Peterson. Orange County will slow things down for the moment. All the way back to Michael Orozco. Oh, lovely again from Torres. Kuningas sliding it through. Orange County could be in for a second, and they've got it. Ilaski doubles Orange County's money. We haven't even played 9 minutes. The champions are off to a flying start, and they're 2-0 up just like that.
And it's just beautiful football from Orange County and Coach Chappell's boys. Start with the ball over the top from Rakowski. Richards does extremely well, comes to this left side, and then look at this little interplay between Kuningas, Ilaski. And I'll tell you what, that is a clinical finish from number 7. There's nothing Lewis can do. Finds that far post, And again, with the robot, that has to be a theme here tonight. I don't know what's going on, but they're feeling it. They're feeling good, Orange County. 2 goals within 10 minutes. Dream start again for Coach Chaplow's boys.
Richard Chaplow told us time and time again this week that they were hoping to get off to a fast start. They wanted to score early. They wanted to make amends for letting the 2-goal lead slip last time out here against Oakland Roots. Of course, it's the second game of a 3-game homestand for Orange County as well. And we haven't even played 10 minutes, and the champions are out on a flyer, up 2-0 already. Tulsa do win a free kick as they can catch their breath. We'll talk about being clinical from the champions. 2 big chances, 2 goals. And it's Olaski's 3rd goal of the season for Orange County.
And what really impressed me was just how they got to that 2nd goal. Just the interplay between Kubo Torres, plays a ball around the corner, finds Kuningas, understands the run from Olaski, a brilliant, well-worked goal.
Tulsa looking to answer, and they nearly did. It was a great searching ball. Rodrigo da Costa was closest to it. Rakowski collects.
It's a good chance for FC Tulsa, just unable to get on the end of it. Da Costa is. I don't know what's happening with set ball opportunities here, but the marking needs to be better for both squads. Need to be touch tight. Don't want to give a chance for Orange County to triple their lead. FC Tulsa to get and claw themselves back into this game.
A little bit of a press now for Tulsa to deal with. They don't deal with it well. Chewich's misplaced pass. It's out for a throw. Well, first it was Torres on a free header from a set piece, and then Milan Olaski adding a second. A great ball through the middle and an incisive finish past the helpless Sean Lewis. Not much the goalkeeper could have done with really either of the goals. It's a long throw into the penalty area. There was a bit of hold-up play. It's good as well. Orange County again in search of another. Richards will just take the throw. Skendi with some great hold-up play in there. Nearly opened up another chance. Skendi's the target again. Oh, it's headed into a dangerous area for Orange County to try to pounce. Not able to do so on this occasion, and Joaquin Rivas comes out of the dust with it. Michael Encian's boys settle things down a little bit here. Nice control by Moloto. And again, pressured by Kuningas. All the way back to Eric Bird, formerly of RGV a few years ago. Well, OCSC and Scottish champions Rangers FC have partnered for a series of youth camps this season. A 3-day session from July 6th to the 8th will be the first of 3 2022 camps. Head over to orangecountysoccer.com/camps for more info. That's orangecountysoccer.com/camps. Good work from Partida, but he's penalized there, allowing FC Tulsa to regain the possession. Well, I was going to say the sun is shining on Orange County so far, but I don't need to. A beautiful sun setting here in Irvine, California. And the hosts have been more than vibrant and very clinical so far. Kuningas, by the way, getting both assists on the 2 goals as well. He's been off to a hot start as well. Here's Tulsa, lovely back heel by Rivas. Good ball across the face. Rivas will get the chance to head it, and Orange County will clear their lines. That's what FC Tulsa are capable of. And Torres will recycle it.
And it's a good attack on this right side between Rivas. Rodriguez understands when Rivas tucks in a little bit, there's a lot of real estate around the corner. Player like Rivas has such good vision. It's a good understanding between the right winger, right outside back. It's the second time earlier in this game that they've gone and connected. That's questions of Orange County.
Villanueva had a good run initially, then a collision. Villanueva is penalized here for following through on Ronald Rodriguez. He pleads his case, but it's an FC Tulsa free kick.
A bit of skill here from Villanueva. Just a little too eager. Just comes through the back of Rodriguez there. But he's a player that has that upside, that's able to get into the attack from his left back position for Coach Chaplow.
Well, you highlighted him earlier, Ricky. Eric Torres has continued to shine here tonight in the opening minutes for the defending champions. But FC Tulsa want to way back into it. Maloto on a give-and-go attempt with Williams. It's cut out. Williams with a good sliding challenge. Rivas can keep this in. Bird helping out. Good ball in behind, and the header is down by Maloto and saved by Rakovsky.
Nice little attack here from FC Tulsa. Nice pickup from Bird. Just a little chip ball. Finds the head of Maloto. You can see what he's trying to do, but it is a hard technique to snap that down over his left shoulder. Doesn't get enough power on it. In the end, it is a fairly easy save there from Rakovsky.
We said earlier, FC Tulsa on the road this season. 4 games, no points attained, 4 defeats. And actually, it's 5-5 if you account the Open Cup as well. Went on the road against Major League Soccer's FC Dallas. They lost 2-1 in that fixture. So they're actually 0-5 in all competitions this season. But to be fair, Orange County have struggled at home. Just the 1 victory this season here in Irvine. Trying to change that tonight. It should have been 2 if you asked Richard Chaplow last time out. They were 2-0 up in the second half, but let it slip against Oakland, and they've looked to put that in the rear view, and that's all they've been doing so far these first 16 minutes. Hugo Torres does well to find Richards. Still with Brent Richards, only for a moment in the end. It was cleared. Torres ends up giving it away. Nearly dribbling into trouble there was Chuich. And in the end, he finds his outlet in Rodriguez. But despite being 2-0 up, we've seen the signs that Tulsa can get themselves back into it.
And they do have the talent. Guys that can turn this game on its head in a dime of a second. Whether it's Chuich with his passing range. We've seen what Bird can do. Maloto getting more involved. It's a bad turnover there.
Maloto gives it away to Torres. That had to be a clean challenge in behind by Dizpay. It was, in the opinion of the referee. Torres can't believe it. Play continues with Tulsa in possession. Maloto. Dizpay trying to spray it wide. He does. It was a great first touch as well by DaCosta, but the flag is up on the near side.
He's another player that we haven't really talked much about. So much talent. DaCosta wears the number 10 for a reason. He's a right-footer by trait. Likes to come in on this right foot, left foot, whatever it may be. So look for him to get more involved, obviously be a bit more confident. On the left-hand side. On this right-hand side, you have Rivas. That is a left footer that loves to cut in. We've seen him in the open, score goals, have assists. So look for him as well to combine with J.J. Williams and really put this OC back line in dangerous positions.
Don't miss the latest Orange County Soccer Club news and show your OCSC pride by following the team on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook. That's the thing, right? We can talk about the road woes, and to be fair, Tulsa defensively at times have leaked goals this season. 19 conceded coming into this match, and just the 1 clean sheet this season as well. But they've got one of the best attacking groups in the league. You see there as well, 14 first half goals allowed. That's the most in the league this season. And it didn't take Orange County long, just 10 minutes to score the first 2 goals. Actually, the second actually came in the 9th minute, 9 minutes, not even 10. to score the opening 2 goals. Torres first and then Iloski. Kovsky's already had to make a save or 2 so far, most notably denying the header from Lebo Maloto inside of the penalty area a few minutes ago. It's good control high up the field by Bartita. And again, Orange County surging into the penalty area. It could be a third, and it is! Iloski has a brace already! We haven't even played 20 minutes in Irvine. Orange County are in dreamland. They're 3-0 up. And all Tulsa can see is an orange haze in Cali tonight.
And give credit to Richards, doesn't give up. Excellent running. But look at it, as he picks up his head, he sees Iloski, just peels off that back line, finds that opportunity of space, asking for the ball, puts it on a dime, and then again, it's a clinical finish. Just whips that ball around his left hip to that far post. There's nothing that Lewis can do. Clinical finishing again from Iloski to get his brace on the night.
And he's now the joint leading goal scorer on the team with Torres. 4th goal of the season for Milan Iloski. And Tulsa are in a heap of trouble here. What a start from the champions, but FC Tulsa have been picked apart on 3 separate occasions.
That's far too easy. They're breaking down their defensive unit. If you're Coach Ensign, you're not going to be happy with the showing. Just far too many gaps, breaking through lines far too easy. No one's really man touch tight in that 18-yard box. And at this level, this stage, this talent of the league will make you pay for it, as Orange County has.
Free kick given away by Kuningas. I was going to save this stat, Ricky, for later on in the half, but it's worth mentioning now because of the scoreline. Tulsa this season, when trailing at the half, 1 win, 6 defeats, no draws. They're unbeaten when leading at the half. However, this goes back even to 2021. Last year, when leading at the half, Tulsa, 11 wins, 3 draws, no defeats. When trailing, 10 defeats, no points accumulated. And if it stays like this, Tulsa could be going down that road again, on the road again, literally. Two already for Iloski after Torres opened the scoring.
It's when you need a leader in that back line to really step up, really calm the boys down, say it's not good enough, get everyone on the same page, compact your lines, make them tight. Orange County's having a field day breaking through lines, been far too easy. And again, it's a sloppy turnover that results in this ball coming back the other way.
Again, we're only in the 23rd minute, but this game already reminds me of the game that FC Tulsa played against Atlanta United 2 in Georgia last year. They ended up losing that game 5-0. It all fell apart, though, in the second half, not the first. This feels very similar. If Tulsa aren't careful, this could really get out of hand. I did mention in this series there have been big numbers that have been put up by both sides in it. Tulsa aren't careful, Orange County might put up one here, but again, still a long way to go. It's been one-way traffic at times in this first half. Tulsa have had a couple of chances, to be fair, but we've used the word, Ricky. Orange County have just been clinical so far, but to be fair, especially on the Iloski goals, Iloski had plenty of time to make up his mind before scoring.
Well, it's been really through all 3 goals. Obviously, Kubo has an easy header at that back post right inside that 6-yard box. Iloski, fair enough, it is a clinical finish, but it's far too easy. Just Kuningas has so much space between lines. And that last goal, whether you're Silva, Despay, you need to stay with the striker. He understands it's really good movement from Iloski to understand as the back line is dropping. If I stay, I'm going to have my space. but as a center back, you need to be touch tight with your man because he's the only threat that's going to put the ball in the back of the net.
Second game of a 3-game homestand for Orange County, and Richard Chaplow talked about the importance of winning home games. It's what got Orange County a home playoff game for 2 rounds last season in the playoffs. They beat Colorado Springs here in the opening round, then they beat Oakland Roots here on penalties. Of course, they went on to lift the trophy. They beat San Antonio in the Western Conference Final, and then stunned Tampa Bay Rowdies with a dramatic first half on the road in Florida to lift the trophy. Richard Chaplow said this could be a game that jump-starts our season. The first 25 minutes have been just what the doctor ordered for the defending champs.
Well, if they have any chance of getting back into this game, they need to move the ball extremely quick. It's been far too pedestrian, not so much high tempo playing, 1-2 touch, move the ball quick, open up gaps. It's been far too easy, too many sloppy turnovers. Coach Entien's not going to be happy 26 minutes into this game.
It's another turnover. Great play again. Torres blocked by Bird, and it's out for another corner. Miloski was asking for it again on a hat trick. It's a corner bakery corner for Orange County in search of a 4th here. Two goals from Miloski, 1 goal before that from Torres. Orange County are already trying to put themselves out of sight here. Kaningas already has 2 assists. Brent Richards picks up his first assist of the season. And the assist to Miloski's 2nd goal. Kaningas is looking for a hat trick of assists. It's another good ball in. This time Williams deals with it, and it was volleyed by Peterson, who went for the spectacular. Instead gives away a goal kick.
I think he has a bit more time than he realizes. Peterson to bring it down, have a quality look at goal. You see they're just a little too eager, locking up composure. His eyes light up, just puts it over the bar. But again, it's a sloppy pass back, and elects Orange County to put some pressure, results in another turnover.
Poor pass from Chuich. It's going to go Orange County's way. Took a deflection. That far side, Greg Dopka, I should say. Center official, you can see there 3 shots on target for Orange County. They've all gone in so far. The 1 shot on target was the Moloto header for Tulsa that was saved by Rakowski. All floated forward and behind. Miloski's on a hat trick, and he goes down. It's a penalty. A penalty for Orange County. And the referee's gone to his pocket here. Dispay could be in big trouble. Miloski stays down. Referee is trying to get the medical staff on. Is Dispay going to see? Red he is. And Tulsa are down to 10, 28 minutes in, and they could be 4-0 down. Goodness gracious me. Everything going against Tulsa here. They're down to 10, and they could be down by a quad of goals.
And Peterson just picks up his head. It's a direct run from Miloski, and then you see the hand in the back. That really pushes Miloski into Lewis. If you're Dispay, you're gonna want this one back. Not the right decision. First of all, you don't read the flight of the ball extremely well. Gets in behind you. And then you have your hands in the back of an oncoming striker. It is a foul. You are the last man. It is a red card.
Dispay can't plead his case. He's got to leave. That's it. As soon as the red card is out, that's the end of the discussion. I think the other thing, Ricky, is it looked like Sean Lewis had it covered at the back as well, the goalkeeper.
There's no need when your keeper is coming out. It is that extended arm in the back of Miloski. It really gets him in trouble. You can see that he's a bit frustrated. Rightly so, the start has not been good enough for FC Tulsa. 3-0 down, on the verge of having it 4 as Peterson steps up.
We haven't played 30 minutes here. FC Tulsa are down to 10 men. Daniel Peterson is entrusted with the penalty that could essentially, again, there's a long way to go, but could put Orange County essentially in the box seat here for 3 points. Peterson has not scored this season. He steps up for Orange County, and it's 4-0 to the champions. Orange County are running riot in the first half here in Irvine, California. 30 minutes gone, they're 4-0 up, and Tulsa are down to 10 for the last hour of the match.
It's a confident penalty here from Peterson. Goes to his left-hand side, too much pace on it from Lewis, who does guess the right way, just doesn't have enough spring in his step to get there. 4-0 Orange County. And give credit to Peterson, the cool, calm collectiveness of number 12. Stick that ball in the back of the net. Well taken, PK.
2 assists this season for Peterson. Now he's got his first goal of the campaign as well. And the fans here are on cloud 9. 30 minutes, they've seen 4 goals. And all of them for their boys in orange. Remarkable start to this game. And now Tulsa are down a man for the remainder of proceedings. Dispay was sent off for the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity with a straight red card. And Tulsa's night, which was already off to a disastrous start, has turned catastrophic here as they're already down by 4 goals. Kuningas. Kuningas, I think, didn't see the pass on Villanueva, was making a good run behind him and ended up stifling that run. You see there, Oloski's on a hat trick. Torres and Peterson have scored as well. Moloto came close for Tulsa when it was just 2-0, but since then, Orange County have put their foot on the gas. And they're, at the moment, Ricky, over the hills and far away. It looks like FC Tulsa, again, will await confirmation, but looks like they are going to make a change. Try and stop this avalanche of Orange County attacks. Well, Richard Chaplow wanted a response, right? We should focus on that too. Boy, have his boys given him a response in this first half. They've been full throttle and have been clinical, and they're not done yet. Villanueva is tripped up. Referee will give a yellow card to Ronald Rodriguez for that challenge. Easy Fleet GPS sponsoring yellow cards in this match. Ronald Rodriguez not happy. His name is taken into the referee's book.
The little dummy here from Oloski. And then Rodriguez just comes through the back, just clips Villanueva. There's no really need for that. It is the yellow card just coming from the back. Obviously a bit of frustration from this FC Tulsa side.
Well, there is the change. Chuich is off. Bushi Obinwa is going to come on. Metaquip substitution here. As Michael Encian makes a tweak in the midfield for FC Tulsa. Villanueva's ball in, had good shape on it. Too close that time, and Sean Lewis is able to catch.
And as Obinwa comes in, he's going to be at the right back position. Rodriguez is going to slide in as that right center back next to Silva. So it's going to be a 4-4-1. For Coach Encian as they're down a man, trying to get anything back into this game.
Peterson, oh, lovely skill by Daniel Peterson. He had a few players to try to invite into the play. Richards is one of them, getting into the penalty area. Another good ball across, and Oloski who's on a hat trick, beaten to it by Lewis. Just seems like Tulsa are just trying to pick up the pieces at the moment. Couldn't have started off any worse in this first half. Down 4-0 and down to 10 men. Seems like they're just trying to get some passes together, Ricky, and somehow try to dig themselves out of it, at least somewhat, at least play a little bit better. Costa, and again, Maloto getting past Kuningas. All floated forward. This is better from FC Tulsa, but the flag is up on the near side. Just when it seemed that FC Tulsa were going to create something from that, the timing of the run from DaCosta was not good enough.
But something that has been lacking for FC Tulsa is just the vertical running. DaCosta sees there's a lot of space in front of him. The ball just a bit too late. It's caught offside. But if you're JJ Williams, you need to be an option. You haven't seen much of the ball. So whether you're coming to feet, running and behind, you need to try to occupy the center backs of Orange County to give your team a chance to open up a bit of space for players like Maloto, like Bird, Rivas to get on the ball. So it's a big ask for JJ Williams if they have any chance to get back into this game.
Orange County do win a free kick. Left Coast Brewing is the official watch party partner of OCSC. You can catch all OCSC away games televised at Left Coast in Irvine, located less than 5 minutes away from Championship Stadium. Enjoy a variety of craft beers, delicious barbecue in the tasting room all season long while supporting your USL champions, OCSC. Torres on the score sheet. Ilan Ilosky has a brace. Daniel Peterson from the penalty spot after Dispay was sent off for denying Milan Ilosky a goal-scoring opportunity. Orange County are 4-0 up and up a man as well. They're on the ball again here. Villanueva dispossessed by Obinwa. At the vital moment, Orange County could have been in again. Gorski was on it initially. In the defensive end for OCSC. It's a lovely turn by Richards. Didn't have enough space to foray forward with it. Peterson, Kuningas. He has 2 assists. Now in transition, Tulsa with Joaquin Rivas. Rivas will take aim. It was a good effort. Williams on the doorstep, and he misses the chance. Over the top it goes. Rivas went for glory. JJ Williams continues the unlucky part of this first half for Tulsa. Seemingly nothing going right. He couldn't fire home the rebound.
You see how explosive Rivas is. He hits this ball with a lot of dip, a lot of swerve. Well done from JJ Williams to keep his run going, not give up on the play, just so unlucky. It comes out a bit awkward to him, a bit high. See what he's trying to do, just pop it over Rakowski, but just gets it wrong. You see the space that Rivas takes, how explosive he is, how much quality he has on that left foot.
Ilosky with a picture-perfect switch of play to find Richards. Just when it looks like Tulsa gain a little bit of life, Orange County strike them back down again. Richards, a miscommunication there, and it's picked off.
And it's really important for FC Tulsa. when you force a turnover, especially in the middle third, in your defensive third, that your first pass is forward. And see, if you play backwards, it gives a chance for Orange County to commit numbers, trying to force another turnover, and their attacking half. So when you look for the likes of Bird, Malota that are sitting in the middle to be an option, whether you're Silva or Beanwell, Rodriguez, and you win that ball, your first look needs to be forward to break that first line of pressure from Orange County.
Caningas fending off Rivas. Villanueva. Losky. Sent forward by Gorski. Now Richards just trying to chip it over the top, and it's out of play for a throw. Orange County Soccer Club, in partnership with the Dick's Sporting Goods Foundation, the U.S. Soccer Federation, is proud to be working with a new miniature outdoor hard surface soccer court at Delhi Park in Santa Ana. Head to orangecountysoccer.com/mini-pitch to sign up to stay informed on free monthly clinics for the community. If you're just joining us, FC Tulsa are down to 10 men, a straight red card for Adrian Dispay, the FC Tulsa defender. Before that, Orange County were already 3-0 up. That red card was conceding a penalty, the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. Orange County then made it 4 from the penalty spot, and it's going to be a booking here as well. Already, Rodriguez had been booked, and now Easy Fleet GPS yellow card goes to Eric Bird as well. So 2 more FC Tulsa players that have to be careful as they try to somehow, some way, get a foothold back in this game.
He just comes in late. Bird on Partida, it's that sweeping right leg that catches him. And like you said, Sean, he needs to be extremely careful sitting in that middle of the field now that he's playing there alone as that holding midfielder. Really disciplined in his defensive efforts, as Orange County is going to have a lot of the ball, especially around that middle third. Look for Eric Bird to lean on that experience that he has to not get caught and give this referee a decision to see that second yellow.
Tulsa trying to ramp up the pressure here. Nearly scored a few minutes ago. A strike from Rivas was saved, and then J.J. Williams just missed hitting the target on the follow-up. It's going to be out of play. Misplaced pass as Orange County again tried to threaten in transition.
But I'll tell you what, it is a beautiful play from Orange County on that right side. 1-2 touch, playing circles around this FC Tulsa side. You see what Peterson's trying to do, just gets it all wrong.
Well, the fans have to be absolutely loving life here in the first half. The team's performance has been sparkling. They've been as clinical as we've seen Orange County over the last year and a half, and that's saying something, of course, coming off a championship campaign a season ago. To be fair, that's really what led Orange County to the title. Ronaldo Damas's ability to be clinical in big spots and all the great pieces they had around him last season, like Sivalowski and Torres, if they can provide that, Orange County will certainly be in the mix in what is a very deep Western Conference yet again this season in the USL Championship. We've been kind of waiting for a big performance like this from the defending champs, and they've certainly made a statement so far in these first 45 minutes.
And it's going to be interesting, like we kind of opened, the players that are off, that are hurt, what are they going to say when they come back? You have the likes of Acosta that has had success in the MLS level, Brian Olowski, that's been such a pivotal part for Coach Chaplow. What's he going to say when he comes back? There is just so much talent for Orange County here.
Peterson dwelled on that. J.J. Williams picks his pocket, sliding it in to Joaquin Rivas, and Rivas has his shot saved by Rakowski. What a golden chance for FC Tulsa. to get one back. Once again, Williams and Rivas connecting, but again, they can't finish it off.
And you think J.J. Williams didn't see the oncoming run of Rivas, thinks he's gonna shoot, but the brilliant little reverse ball. See what Rivas is trying to do, trying to bend that to that far post, but I think he has an opportunity to take another touch and get it right, just gets it all wrong. Good opportunity by those two front men of FC Tulsa.
Peterson. And the cross balls from Orange County to switch the point of attack have been so good in this first half. Balls over the top for Villanueva to corral it. We're told there's going to be 1 more minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Peterson's ball in towards the back post. The header is down. Trouble in the front of goal again for Tulsa, but they just do enough to get rid of it. Kuningas back into the danger area, and Noloski was trying to head it down for Partita. In the end, it is corralled by Lewis.
This needs to be a bit tighter, a bit cleaner. FC Tulsa in their back line. You don't want that ball bouncing around, especially in your 6-yard box. Against a team like Orange County that has so much firepower. You're already down 4-0. If you want any chance of walking out of here with any result, you cannot be leaking in any more goals.
I was going to say, Ricky, no, this is not an easy question to answer. As Orange County are on the attack again. Meanwhile, Kuningas leaves it. Iloski for the hat trick! Oh my goodness me! He's only gone and done it! A first half hat trick for Milan Iloski. Orange County with a 5-star performance in the first half. And they lead in Irvine by 5-0.
You think he's full of confidence right now? Just the first to react. The little ball that he gets picked up, and he just hits it with so much dip on this ball. There's nothing that Lewis can do. You can see that technique that he has. Just hugs that near post. There's nothing that Lewis can do, but what a strike, what a goal that is for Iloski to get a first half hat trick. Unbelievable performance there from number 7.
What a half for Orange County, firing on all cylinders. And Milan Iloski has a first half hat trick. He's up to 5 goals on the season, which leads the team. And a nightmare first half comes to a close for FC Tulsa, while Orange County are soaking in the sun here in Irvine, California. Up by 5 goals at the half, Ricky, and Tulsa are down to 10, and they have to talk it over, to say the least, at the halftime break.
It just hasn't been good enough from front to back from FC Tulsa. No one's really taking the game by the reins, wanting to show a bit of character, a bit of fight in this adversity for Orange County. Use this game to kickstart your offensive prowess. So look for them to come out motivated in the second half.
What a half from the champions. They lead by 5-0 on the half here on ESPN+. We'll take a break. More to come from Irvine after this.
Back post run, header down and Rakowski got a piece. Asante turns. Rakowski gets up. Orange County strikes first.
We never knew that it was going to be one of those sought-after IPAs all over the world.
One was a double IPA, there was a single.
It was Doug's idea to combine our two recipes together.
And that was the key.
They gave me the beer, and I thought, this is the best beer ever. And they said, yeah, well, it's 7%.
Yeah, and that's how a beer called Sculpin was born.
When you're making something and creating this art, and then you get to share it with people and they enjoy it, it's why we do what we do.
Here at the half between Orange County and FC Tulsa. Not a typo, Orange County leading by 5-0 over FC Tulsa at the half, brought to you by Pro Sport. Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez, Espin back here with you. Ricky, we'll take a quick look at the upcoming schedule for Orange County.
We see a lot of talented players, a lot of talented teams here at Atlanta United too. That's a long trip there. Oakland roots, and then you against New Mexico. El Paso's coming along, and obviously you see here against tonight, FC Tulsa. Hard schedule for Coach Chappell, but they have the talent to walk out of every single game with at least a point, and I'm expecting them to be motivated and be confident throughout all these games.
Brought to you by Destination Irvine. It's been a rough night so far for FC Tulsa, and we'll see if they're going to be able to turn it around. Again, FC Tulsa not only down 5-0 at the break, they're down a man as well. We'll take a break here on the Pro Sport Halftime Report. More to come from Cali up next.
Goes topic speaking. I mean, yeah, let's talk about today when we go topics.
Roll it down.
I am.
You don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen anywhere. You know that, right?
What? Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio.
Kevin, you could use your phone.
What? What?
Alexa, play Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio on Sirius XM.
What?
This is how I know you're getting old. I guess that was it.
What?
And it's all turning up goals. The audacity. Early fireworks at Wild Horse Pass. Welcome to Tampa Bay. And he drills it. Wow. What a goal.
I love shovels.
Where did you come from?
Ever find a body?
What? No.
Did you contact 811?
Who are you?
Did you know it's the law?
Why is a child yelling at me?
What if you hit a gas line? Who pays to fix it? Do you? Does my neighbor? Can you go to jail? How much is bail?
It's good to ask questions, like, did you contact 811 before digging?
Are we going to jail?
I don't know.
Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez, Espin back here with you on the Pro Sport Halftime Report. Orange County 5, FC Tulsa 0. Let's jump into the USL Championship news and notes from around the league. And of course, we start, Ricky, with the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup. Sacramento Republic and Lou City hosting round of 16 ties.
And it's going to be really interesting. Obviously, Lou City welcomes Nashville. Sac Republic welcomes San Jose. It's going to be interesting to see what they do and who moves on. I'm so excited for that.
Great to see the W League continuing to go strong as well. And Jordan Farr has been very good so far for San Antonio. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule in the USL Championship. And of course, we start with the final that never happened back in 2020. We'll see it on May 15th.
So you see May 15th, Phoenix Rising, Tampa Bay. Look to your right, Orange County, New Mexico. That is a interesting matchup. One down, Detroit City, El Paso coming along. You know how hostile Detroit is, and obviously you see Monterey Bay opening their new stadium again against San Antonio. So there's so much talent on this roster right here.
Let's take a look at the standings in both conferences. And again, this is a big one for Tulsa because they'll miss out on a chance to move up into the playoff positioning.
And it's an opportunity, obviously. Not the brightest start in this first half, but they can right the ship in the second half. Obviously, it is an uphill battle. They walk out of here with the point of 3 points. Then they have a say in the playoffs. As we see the Western Conference side, how good has Colorado's spring switchbacks been? It's just unbelievable. Brendan Burke and the boys high-flying San Antonio right underneath them. Just so much talent, so much how deep this is at this Western Conference.
No question about it. Now let's take a look at the team of the week. Of course, Solognac for El Paso has been tremendous. Joaquin Rivas is on there as well. He's had a couple of chances tonight.
And you look one down. Greg Hurst for Phoenix Rising coming up from USL League One, just been so good. I think there needs to be a team of the week for the Eastern Conference and Western Conference. Just so much talent in this USL Championship.
Yeah, Luna for El Paso making the team as well. We'll take one more break. When we come back, first half highlights and stats from Irvine, California.
We never knew that it was going to be one of those sought-after IPAs all over the world.
One was a double IPA, well, there was a single.
It was Doug's idea to combine our two recipes together.
And that was the key.
They gave me the beer, and I thought, this is the best beer ever. And they said, yeah, well, it's 7%.
Yeah, and that's how a beer called Sculpin was born.
When you're making something and creating this art, and then you get to share it with people and they enjoy it, it's why we do what we do.
Back post run, header down and in! Rakowski got a piece. Asante turns. Rakowski gets up. Orange County strikes first.
Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez, Espin here with you on the Pro Sport Halftime Report. Big first half from the defending champions, Orange County, leading by 5 goals to 0 and a man up against FC Tulsa. What a big first half it was. Let's relive it. Highlights are presented by UHSM. From the kickoff, Ricky, the defending champions were all over FC Tulsa.
Making life extremely hard for FC Tulsa to play out of the back. If you're Rodriguez, you need to get rid of this ball a bit quicker. You don't want to give Orange County a look at your goal. A player like Caningas can put a ball on a rope. And when you have that man, the number 9, Kubo Torres, makes his living inside that 6-yard box. Just so clever in his movement. Finds a bit of space. Doesn't need to be asked twice to put the ball in the back of the net. Celebration maybe needs a little bit of work, but it's okay. Everything that Orange County did turned to gold here. You see, this is my favorite goal of the half. Just understanding between Torres, Caningas, Miloski there. Brilliant finish from the number 7. So clinical. Thought that first touch maybe closes the angle. He makes nothing wrong. And another one. Maybe work on the celebration once again. But give credit to Richards here. That running from that right back position, gets into an advanced position. And then just look at Miloski. Understands the movement of the center backs. They don't stay with him. A player that's that hot right now, you need to stay with him. Makes no mistake about the finish. Closes his hips. Finds that far post. No robot there. Better celebration. Just gives credit to Richards there. Gets his brace. He can't get 3, can he? You don't think so? But first, this pay has something to say. Just in the back of Miloski. No need for that if you're center back. First, you don't read the flight of the ball extremely well. Then you have your extended arm. That's always going to be a PK. Number 12 steps up. Peterson makes no mistake. Confident PK. This left-hand side, Lewis just doesn't have enough spring, not enough quickness to deny the goal from Lewis to get number 4. And then just look at the lack of defending, the lack of urgency from FC Tulsa, the lack of space that they have to close down. Miloski, a player that gets his hat trick. Unbelievable finish. 5-0.
We take a look at the halftime stats. UHSM, I should say, brings them to us, and well, nothing really. Sometimes we try, right? We try to see the positives, but nothing went right for Tulsa in that first half.
Now, the only positive that you're going to see now is who's going to step up, who's going to show their character, who's going to show that they want to be on the field and fight for their badge, fight for their organization of FC Tulsa. And if you're Orange County, this is a dream game for you. Obviously, you're up 5-0. We're to see what they want to do with that, if they're going to keep their foot on the pedal, how that comes about. I'm really excited to see what the second half has in store for us.
FC Tulsa made 3 changes, we're told, at the half. Orange County will be kicking from left to right, up 5-0 in the second half, and up a man. FC Tulsa are down to 10 for the remainder of the game. Johnny Fenwick, Kembo Kibado, and Marlon Ramirez all came on. All these are med-equipped substitutions. Eric Bird came off, as did Mateus Silva and Rodrigo da Costa. So Michael Encian makes a triple change at the half. Doesn't like what he's seeing. And FC Tulsa will put their foot at the bottom of a 5-0 mountain at the start of this second half and try to work from there.
Just making a statement there. Coach Encian, obviously going down 5-0 is never going to be acceptable, especially at this stage in the season. Just no one really was active. No one really seemed confident in their build-out, in their defensive phase of the game. So we'll see what these subs that come on. There is a lot of talent on this FC Tulsa side. We just need to show a bit of grit, a bit of character, a bit of fight in this second 45.
So again, da Costa, Bird, and Silva all off for FC Tulsa. Fenwick, Kibado, Ramirez all on for the visitors. First half hat trick from Milan Iloski was the highlight moment from the first half of play. Kubo Torres scored as well to start things off, and then that Peterson penalty as well. There's Iloski. He's already scored a hat trick tonight. That's how Orange County built their 5-0 advantage. It was Adrian Dispay who conceded the penalty and was sent off for the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity with a straight red card towards the end of the first half. And that is where we stand. There's been a lot of orange smoke and a lot of trouble for Tulsa to try and work their way out of in this second half. Sun just about setting here in Irvine, California. Well, Richard Chaplow told us he wanted to get off to a good start to the game. I don't even think he could have predicted the kind of start that Orange County would get off to. He said we wanted to make amends for blowing the 2-0 lead against Orange County. And in one half, they have their best half of the season in response.
And if you're a striker, if you're an attacking player, use this game to really kickstart your season. Obviously, have the confidence when you see the ball hit the back of the net. 3 times for Orlowski, once already for Torres. You know he's going to want to look for that second goal, to get that brace. It's going to be an interesting second half, obviously, for both sides for different reasons, very different reasons.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier in the first half as well, but FC Tulsa this season, 4 times they've trailed at the half. They've lost all 4 games, and it goes even back to 2021, where 10 games they trailed in the half last season. They lost all 10 of them. No points gained from losing positions at the half. Of course, this is the ultimate down at the half situation, down 5-0, and you're down a man on top of it. It is something that Michael Ensian's team has had to address the last year plus. Not been good when trailing at the half in games, and they're nearly down 6 here. Villanueva's strike was very venomous. Good parry by Sean Lewis, and it'll lead to a set piece.
And he's been a bright spot for Orange County on that left-hand side. Dances on top of that 18-yard box. You can see what he's trying to do, trying to find that far post. But give credit to Lewis, the strong save to put it out for a corner kick.
This is where Tulsa, well, partly where Tulsa struggled in the first half. Not defending well from set pieces. And there's a free header again at the near post. Nobody picking up the run of Brent Richards, and he nearly made Tulsa pay yet again. If you had to guess, Ricky, what do you think Michael Ensian and the leaders of this group were telling the guys at the half?
Just simple. It's just not good enough. Obviously, when you come out of the dressing room and you make 3 changes, that is sending a message. Obviously, the standard at FC Tulsa is high. Coach Ensian demands a lot of his boys when they come out on the field representing the FC Tulsa organization. You need to be proud about it. That first half was not a proud group of players. Seemed very uninspired to be on the field. Was getting beaten to every second ball. You see just the goals that they let up. Far too easy. No one really stepping up. No one really taking initiative, being a leader. So when you have 3 subs, whether you're Fenwick, Kibato, Ramirez now, a brilliant opportunity to gain the trust of your coach. And once the next game comes, you know you want to be in that first 11 stepping on the field because you're proud and you're going to have an inspired performance in the second half.
Tulsa did have a few chances, mostly through J.J. Williams and Joaquin Rivas. That connection nearly scored a couple of goals in the first half. It was a big header that was saved from the head of Lebo Maloto by Patrick Rakowski again. As, oh boy, Orlowski is looking for a 4th, is he? Torres nearly found him. Flag was up. So Tulsa have had moments where they've created, but haven't been clinical. Orange County have been more than clinical. They've been nearly perfect with shots on goal in this first 50 minutes plus. It's really been the Tulsa defense that has not been on display tonight. And we've seen the defending champions at their best so far. This first 51 minutes and change. Be a free kick for Orange County. Fans, it's not too late to join the OCSC season ticket family for the 2022 campaign. Watch the defending USL champions here in Irvine while enjoying exclusive events, merchandise discounts, the lowest available per game ticket pricing. Get more info, orangecountysoccer.com/season-tickets. orangecountysoccer.com/season-tickets. I'll tell those people up front, it's not going to be 5-0 every night, but they got a heck of a team here in Irvine, California. No question about that, and they've been on full display here so far. Maloto's ball over the top. Nice chest down, actually into the path by Marlon Ramirez, trying to create opportunity for a cross. So he leaves it. The ball is deflected into the penalty area. It's headed into a dangerous chance. Flag is up before Ramirez even got a chance to volley it. And the attack, in the end, is all for naught. We are told that Orange County is about to make a few changes as well. We'll wait confirmation on that, but a little bit better from FC Tulsa as they try to get on the score sheet. Villanueva nearly gave that away. Partida calms things down. We talked about the home versus road form that FC Tulsa have had this season. I mean, this kind of epitomizes that. They've had some really impressive home wins this season, but on the road, we've seen some really tough results as Rodriguez is stumbling here on the push from Kuningas and wins a free kick. And it's really the way Tulsa have struggled tonight that's going to be the headline. Much better defensive work that time by Quibado. Now Ramirez trying to run onto this for FC Tulsa. Trying to provide some sort of a spark. Quibado is there to help. Corrales. What about crossing it? 3 players for Tulsa. A way to cross in the penalty area initially. It's going to go all the way back to Fenwick. Benoit, dealt with by Villanueva.
Really good defensive positioning there from Villanueva. Doesn't dive in, stays his feet, puts his body between the ball and Benoit, and wins a free kick. Really disciplined. That's what you want to see from your coach Chappell. You don't want a lot of players, if you're up 5-0, to really get complacent, take their foot off the gas, really go through the motions. You want to have that mentality that you never stop. You put your foot on the pedal from minute 1 to minute 90. It's a good task here for his boys.
Beer Fest is returning May 21st. Fans can enjoy unlimited tastings from over 25 local breweries and 50 different flavors. There's still time to get tickets to the summer and fall events, so visit orangecountysoccer.com/tickets/Beer Fest. Milan hat trick has paced Orange County so far tonight. He's trying to wriggle his way inside again. Nearly got free. He might still get free. And then Lewis did just enough again. Tulsa not clearing it right away. Lewis to the rescue off his line. Orlowski could have had a 4th. And in the meantime, 3 substitutions upcoming for Richard Chaplow's group. We're told Tommy McCabe is going to come on. Sean Okoli as well, Seth Kasipley. All will come on. Villanueva, Peterson, and the hat-trick man himself, Milan Orlowski, are all going to depart us here. Substitutions are brought to you by MedEquipped. What a night for Milan Orlowski, a first-half hat-trick, and he has Orange County on their way to 3 points.
You don't see that often, do you? A first-half hat-trick. Obviously, you ask him, he wants to stay on the field. He wants to get that 4th. Obviously, as a striker, when you see the ball hit the back of the net, you don't want to stop. You want to keep on going. But obviously, it's a long season. You have El Paso coming to town, so you know those players need to get that well rest and go again next Saturday.
Well, you saw the smiles all around from the coaching staff and Milan Ilowski. They congratulate him on a memorable night. He'll likely get the match ball when this one is all set and done. It's also got to be nice. I know Richard Chaplow talked to us about how their depth has been tested through injuries. We highlighted those injuries earlier, but it is kind of nice, right, to bring Sean Okoli off the bench when your guys up front have already been very clinical tonight. Against, it must be said, a good Tulsa team. This is a Tulsa team that's going to be in and around the playoffs in the East. You'd think for most, if not all of the season. They made the playoffs a season ago. Must be said, they did have a couple of similar results to a night like this last year. The Atlanta United 2 game on the road comes to mind. That game also finished 5-0 last season. They were able to bounce back from that, and that's what Michael Ensign will expect from his boys again.
Well, you've seen bits and pieces of just how explosive their attacking side is, FC Tulsa, whether it's through the likes of Rivas, Acosta, JJ Williams. Just need to be that bit more disciplined, whether it's their decision-making, defensive efforts, defensive discipline. That's really been letting them down. We've seen 19 goals let in this year. Coach Entien's going to want that to be a bit cleaner.
That's coming into the night, should be said.
Exactly.
19 before the ball was kicked off tonight. And it should be said again, got to give credit to Orange County, the way they came out and attacked the opening minutes of this game. Scored the first 2 goals in the first 9 minutes. They were 3-0 up by minute 20, 4-0 up by minute 30. And in first half stoppage time, Milan Ilowski made it 5-0 and got his first half hat trick. That might be as good of a half as anybody's had in the USL Championship all season. Again, should be said, FC Tulsa are also down to 10 men. Dispay's red card in the first half for the penalty conceded. It's had Tulsa in even more trouble than even the scoreline suggests. Okoli's first chance to really make an impact here. Great hold-up play. Partida. Now we're gone here in Irvine, California. Kuningas, already 2 assists for him tonight. First 2 goals. Partida. Lovely ball to this near side. Richards thought about the cross and then dilly-dallied on it and lost possession and then concedes a free kick. Rare mistake tonight from Brent Richards, who's really been phenomenal all night, attacking and defending.
He just gives so much value to Orange County and Coach Chaplow's side. Unbelievable motor, up and down on this right-hand side. Not only tonight, but every time he plays, gives maximum effort, has that quality in that final third to put in a good ball, gives his teammate the chance, and is a lockdown defender. You don't see him get met very often. Such a value to have, such an important piece to Coach Chaplow and this Orange County side.
JJ Williams used all of his frame there to try and muscle his way to that ball. A little bit of afters here at the end of it. JJ Williams is going to be brought to the side by the center official here. Eric Bird was one of the 2 FC Tulsa players on top of the Dispay red who were on a yellow. Referee Greg Dopka just having a word with JJ Williams here. Instead of giving him a booking, it appears. This is the challenge.
Yeah, it's a hard challenge. Doesn't even look at the ball, JJ Williams. I think he's lucky to escape that without a booking. Has his eyes on Gorski, just takes him out. Has to be a frustrating night for the striker. Hasn't seen much of the ball. Hasn't had much going for him. I'll tell you what, he is lucky not to see yellow there.
Fans, do you support Orange County? Why not represent Orange County? A full range of new merchandise is now available. Well, the 2022 merch includes the new star on the logo, so you can rep the USL champions. Visit OCSCshop.com, OCSCshop.com. Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez, Espin here with you on ESPN+. All of the goals for Orange County came in the first half, and they've really just been keeping control of the match and the tempo ever since. Milan Iloski has since departed after a first half hat trick that's seen the defending USL champions rolling for the majority of the night against FC Tulsa. This is Okoli trying to thread the ball through into the penalty area. Tulsa do well that time defensively, and they have it again in possession. Richards. This is McCabe. Kasipley. And again, Tommy McCabe. Partita. Chance to cross it. Instead, it's going to be different room for attack, different area. Again, McCabe. Kasipley's ball in. Okoli was closest to it. Tulsa deal with it. Lovely little flick by Rivas. Couldn't find J.J. Williams. Those two have connected well tonight, but not able to on that occasion. Richards. Good searching ball into the penalty area. He nearly won it back. Brent Richards, he will get it back for Orange County. Tries to cross it in again. And Kuningas just couldn't get it out from under his feet.
But I'll tell you what, since being down a man in the second half, FC Tulsa has really tightened things up defensively. The way the first half was going, that ball would go through Kuningas, and he'd have a look at goal. But give credit to Fenwick, Kibatso. They really made a difference. Ramirez has been good since coming on.
Not a great clearance. Oh, a shot is fired back in. That doesn't trouble Sean Lewis in the end, and it's going to go out for the goal kick as Orange County tried to make it 6. Corradi Oceandina is going to come on for Kevin Partita. A med-equipped substitution. As Richard Chaplow will rest another one of his guys here. Looks like FC Tulsa have made a switch as well. Brian Brown is going to come on. It looks like that's going to be the end of the night for J.J. Williams. So both teams make an alteration. Oceandina enters. That second med-equipped change is Brian Brown in, J.J. Williams off. Had a couple of good chances, to be fair. J.J. Williams just not clinical enough to take them. He's been good this season since coming over from Birmingham Legion, a team that made the playoffs a season ago, made a little bit of a run, although it was COVID assisted. Pittsburgh couldn't make that playoff game, but they did get to the second round.
And it was always going to be hard for J.J. Williams to really make his impact felt. Going down early in this match, and obviously going down a man is never in your favor as a striker. As a striker, you live and die on service. And when you're down a man, it's extremely hard to get the ball, especially in the dangerous situations. Like you said, Sean, he did had one good look at goal, just wasn't able to take advantage of it, but he has been extremely good. 5 goals, 1 assist on the year. Just a frustrating night for this striker for FC Tulsa. We'll see what Brian Brown does. A guy that likes to be that focal point Big, strong, physical number 9. We'll look for him to just really be a support option, bring players in.
Orange County on the counterattack with Okoli. Okoli thought about striking that. He's going to flare it into the penalty area. Tulsa want the flag to go up. It does. And the attack fizzles out before Eric Torres could make something happen with it. Well, Tulsa have improved defensively, but Orange County still look dangerous every time they pick the ball up.
Just speaks to the talent. Talking about talent, look at this, man. 3 goals tonight. What I really liked was that second goal. Just the understanding between his players, just to peel back offside the defenders, and then his third goal, just how quick he was able to get a shot off. And the movement he had on that shot, there's nothing that Lewis can do. When you're a striker, a game like this means the world to you, that confidence that you have going into next week as El Paso is coming to town. So look for Eloski to be on his game against El Paso.
And again, all 3 goals coming in the first half. All 5 of Orange County's goals were spread out amongst the first 45 minutes. Like you said, Ricky, El Paso next here to end the 3-game homestand for Orange County. Then they go to Atlanta United 2 and Oakland Roots. That takes them into the month of June, and then that big nationally televised game here against the always stingy and difficult New Mexico United on June 4th. Ball in behind for Tulsa to deal with. Rodriguez able to use Lewis to help him get out of trouble. Well, we mentioned earlier, you look back at the series history between these two, and the last time they met obviously was in September of 2019 before COVID hit. Just a 1-0 affair. Orange County won on the road in Oklahoma. But the 2 games before that were goal fests. It was 5-3 to the, at the time, Tulsa Roughnecks in California in the earlier 2019 fixture. And then in the 2018 fixture, it was Orange County 6, Tulsa Roughnecks 1. That was back in 2018. And again, it's even overall. Orange County are about to take a slight lead in the all-time series. However, this series has been known to see crooked numbers put up, and Orange County has taken their turn to do that tonight with 20 minutes still to play. Here's Okoli, I should say Oshandina. Oshandina onto his left. And Lewis is able to get to it first and make the save.
You see the type of player Oshandina is. Crafty, quick, good 1v1, direct. Dances on the ball a bit. Beats Corrales. Unable to pick a corner, but it's a good impact already. Oshandina, first touching of the game.
Upcoming schedule for Tulsa doesn't get easier. They host Hartford Athletic, who are in a good moment these last few games. Then they have to go to Lou City after that. And then the 2-time defending Eastern Conference champions go to Tulsa with the Rowdies in town, and that's how they begin their month of June before they then host Miami FC. So it's a very difficult stretch for Michael Ensien's group. The good news is 3 of the next 4 are at home, where they've been tremendous this season. However, you got 3 of the 4 of those being against some of the top teams in the league.
And it's so important, not only in this league, but leagues around the world, is to get as many points as you can at home. Obviously, that's when you're the most comfortable. You don't have to deal with travel. You don't have to deal with hostile environments. You sleep in your own bed. You understand how the pitch plays. You have an easy week of training. You understand. So it's really important for FC Tulsa. Obviously, doesn't go to script here. 5-0 down. Yeah, well, how do you respond Who's going to step up for Coach Encian's boys and say this wasn't good enough? Who's going to really become that leader? As we see, Osundina, it's a hard challenge on Brian Brown. Just that loose touch just gets away from him. But it is a really interesting and important part of the season for FC Tulsa and Coach Encian.
Yeah, 2 assists for Kaningas as well, who's had a really good night. He came on the first 2 goals. A set piece where he found the head of Kubo Torres for the first goal, and then the second goal was just a lovely incisive pass to find Alowski for the second, his first of the night at the time. And just going back to what you said there, Ricky, and Richard Chaplow was really honest with us talking about the Oakland game, said the guys took it really hard. They felt like they lost, and said we did what we normally do. We went back to the film, we looked at different things we wanted to improve and make adjustments, and said, listen, it took a couple of days in training for the guys to get it out of their system, but by the time they were really prepared and ready to go for Tulsa, they were ready and chomping at the bit to get back out there, and boy, did it show in that first half.
Yeah, they have just so much talent. Coach Chaplow, they are defending champions for a reason. That doesn't happen by mistake. Right, and Coach Chaplow's done a wonderful job. What I really like about this Orange County side is they always have a response. Like you said, still gain a point. When Oakland comes to town, it feels like a loss. How do you respond? You're at home, a talented FC Tulsa side. They're not an easy out by any means. You put 5 in that first half. That's a way to make your mark and say, we are the defending champions for a reason.
With guys starting to really hit their stride, Torres, Alowski, this is Okoli. Osundina's ball across the face was trouble. Kuningas recycles it. Shot is fired back in, it's blocked. Another shot. I think the flag might have gone up if that had gone anywhere near the target on Kasipli's effort, and it's out for a goal kick with just over 15 minutes to go. Levo Malotto now not happy with something in the last sequence. Johnny Fenwick having a word as well. Greg Dopka, our center referee, heard them out and gets us back underway. And 15 minutes left, unless you start hearing rumblings of the apocalypse beneath us. Orange County's going to throw 3 points into their back pocket here. More good pressure from Orange County. Lewis gets rid of it. Orange County wanted a foul there. It's played in for Ramirez, pardon me, in behind. And in the end, Patrick Rakowski, who could have gotten a suntan for a good chunk of this second half, is able to corral it. And the ball played into the penalty area. Lewis lets it run. It did take a deflection. And it is out for a corner. Brought to you by Corner Bakery. And these fans, they'll remember this one for a while. They've had a lot of fun, it seems, in the stands, especially since that third goal went in. This part of the pitch was just covered in orange smoke for the majority of the first half. Kasipli on corner duties. Placed a good ball in. Nobody from Tulsa really got a piece to it. At least it appeared. At least a forceful touch. Torres nearly got another one. It's going to go out for another corner here.
But again, it's just not good enough for FC Tulsa. The ball's able to bounce around in your 6-yard box. You want someone to rise up, head that danger out of there.
Kasipli. Osundina deflected, and it's a good save by Lewis. Not sure he knew where that was coming from. And he's able to keep Orange County from making it 6.
FC Tulsa doesn't deal with it extremely well enough. Falls nicely to Oshandina. There's a lot of traffic in front of Lewis, and he does well to secure it. But again, FC Tulsa, that first corner just bounces in that 6-yard box, goes over the bar luckily. Second, you get on the end of it, able to clear it, but you clear it right into a dangerous area. Those little things make you pay in this league. So just another thing that Coach Ensign is going to look at the film and shake his head about.
Kofsky clears. Maloto. Nice move by Rodriguez. Back to Maloto. Ball is floated over the top, and Marlon Rodriguez made a good run. Appreciated the service. But the assistant on the far side had his flag up, and it negates the attack. Torres. Sent all the way back by Gorski. I think Brent Richards wanted it on this near side. He'll get it. Pass is picked off by Corrales. It's good work by Kasipli. Backtracking. It was a good idea through the middle. Okoli was making another incisive run. That time Tulsa were able to snuff it out. Shandina putting the pressure on. It's won back by Kasipli unfairly, according to the referee, and it's a Tulsan free kick.
I have to agree there with Kasipli. Just gets here before Kibatso. And another sloppy turnover for FC Tulsa. Just lucky enough, gets bailed out by the referee.
McCabe had the right idea, looking for Kubo Torres. It's going to be interesting to see what this result does for Orange County's season. They were really hoping, Richard Chaplow was telling us, for a performance like this with Torres in good form. Iloski had been playing well coming into this game. On top of that, the midfield, despite dealing with some injuries, had been figuring things out. And again, to be fair to Orange County, especially when you talk about the Oakland result, they really dominated a good chunk of that game, which is why it felt so down for the group when they let the 2-goal lead slip. They have responded, and we'll see where they can go from there. Another Metaquip change. Eric Torres will come off. The 16-year-old Jonathan Gomez is going to come on here for Orange County and get some run in these last 9.5 minutes. And Kubo, that's a nice hand from the Irvine faithful here.
And you love to see that. Jonathan Gomez going to slide in next to Kasipli in that midfield. Okoli's going to push up as that number 9. I'll tell you what, if you get Kubo Torres confident, if you get him going in this USL Championship, he's had success everywhere he's gone in the world. It is a scary sight for defenders. Iloski, see what this hat trick does for his season going forward. A lot to be excited if you're Coach Chappell after this performance.
And Ricky, we've seen just from doing Open Cup midweek what young players can provide for a group of players and what they can provide for a team in all competitions as well. We saw it from MLS teams, but also from USL Championship squads as well. Of course, Lou City moving on to the round of 16. Sacramento Republic knocked out Phoenix, so they will move on to the round of 16. It's great for the league to see that happening, and of course, everybody's rooting for the Cinderella story that is League One's Union Omaha, who won the All League One round of 32 tie with the new outfit, Northern Colorado Hailstorm, who were wearing the Cinderella boot themselves for a good portion of the Open Cup run to the round of 32. But it's just great for the league to see so many teams not only get to the round of 32, but now you got 2 from the championship and 1 from League One, playing with the big boys from Major League Soccer in the round of 16.
And it's even better that both of the teams get to host.
Yeah.
So you have San Jose going to Sac Republic and Nashville going to Lou City. I'll tell you what, both of those environments are going to be popping. They're going to be exciting.
We were talking before the game how great the Nashville environment was for that great comeback they had against Atlanta United, but Lynn Family Stadium is going to have something to say about that once we get to Open Cup again in just under 2 weeks' time for the round of 16. Of course, Cal United Strikers nearly pulled off an upset right here in Irvine over LA Galaxy. That game finished 3-2 with the perennial powers of Major League Soccer. LA Galaxy just holding on at the end to advance. Of course, they're going to get LAFC, El Trafico. Corner kick provided by Corner Bakery here. As Orange County look for a 6th goal. Goals from Torres and Peterson. The first half hat trick from Milan Iloski are the goals so far for the champs. Flicked on at the near post and at the back post. I think it hit the post and then maybe rattled the goal as well as Tulsa clawed it off the line. Kuningas' ball back in. Another central header. Tulsa again not definitively clearing this. Still not definitively clearing it. Falls out for Kisipli. Kuningas could have easily been a 6th. It still might be. Richards. Kisipli's ball into the back post. Headed again into a dangerous path, but it falls for Rivas, and Tulsa can finally come out with it. Boy, there were 3 or 4 chances in there for Orange County to add another. Still not quite sure how they didn't score that.
Just about to say, how that ball does not end up in the back of the net is beyond me. And again, a set ball opportunity is causing FC Tulsa all sorts of problems. The lack of marking, really concerning for Coach Encian. Far too easy.
It's a good run by Ramirez, but good tackle by Tommy McCabe. Lebo Maloto will recycle it for FC Tulsa. 5 minutes left of the 90. Ball is floated in. Orange County deal with it. Kisipli is able to get past one and tries to free Oceandina down this near side. Oceandina gets past his man and into the penalty area. Oceandina's ball across is blocked before Sean Okoli could tuck in number 6.
Yeah, you're looking for that bit of composure, bit of quality in that final third to pick up your head, pick out an orange jersey. Just does neither. You just see how electric the substitute Oceandina is to get there before Fenwick. The reason why they're so excited for this man, when you have that vertical running, that directness coming off the bench against players that have heavy legs, causes all sorts of problems.
It's going to be Orange County's 2nd home victory of the season. And it's going to get them up to 12 points. It could see them leap over a couple of teams in the USL Championship, as it was a nice lead by Marlon Ramirez, center of the penalty area, but it's going to go over the top. This was the chance from the corner moments ago.
But again, it's Richards just putting that ball, flicking it onto that near post, that front far post. And oh boy, point blank, I think it was Goreski there coming together with Orozco, just gets denied by the woodwork.
Orange County so unlucky not to add a 6th goal there. Tulsa again creating their own problems defensively on set pieces.
But it's just little things like that. Earlier in the half, Richards had success running to that near post, puts the ball over the bar, but you would think if you're FC Tulsa that's going to happen again. Someone needs to mark that run. They don't do it. Almost costs them a goal. Just little lack of concentration, lack of focus on corner kicks, throw-ins, whatever it may be, can come back to bite you, especially in a league like this where the margin of error are so thin.
All the way back it goes to Sean Lewis, one of the leaders on this Tulsa team, year in and year out. In goal for the visitors tonight. Just hasn't gone FC Tulsa's way, to say the least. The first half, I mean, everything went against them. Should remind you as well that FC Tulsa played nearly an hour without Adrian Dispay, who was sent off in the first half with a straight red card. Tulsa been down to 10 ever since. But to be fair to Orange County were 3-0 up before Tulsa went down a man. Then that led to the penalty. Peterson buried the penalty. It was 4-0, and then Milan Ilosky scored a first half hat trick to get the other goals to make it 5-0. Orange County have just been simply outstanding in this game, and it's just been a really difficult night for FC Tulsa. Kuningas, who has 2 assists tonight. And the ball is floated towards the back post. It's a header down, and it's easy for Lewis. On that occasion, Okoli was in the area, so was Gorski. As you mentioned, Ricky nearly got one for himself earlier off the post. This could be a marquee moment in Orange County's season. And they're dealing with injuries. It's been stop-start at times, but this is the kind of result for a team that's got that pressure on their back of being the defending champions to really kickstart things in the right direction. And to be fair, Richard Chapello mentioned, they're not worried about being the defending champions. They're worried about playing better. That's really what has been the talk amongst the group. It's a good header by Brian Brown. Good service into the penalty area. Orange County will concede a Corner Bakery corner kick as we nearly see the 90 minutes end here in Irvine. We wait to see how much stoppage time there will be. Looks like there's going to be 2 minutes of added time. Orange County trying to protect that clean sheet. FC Tulsa trying to take some sort of positivity away from this evening. Well, it's floated in, dealt with by Okoli. Stoppage time at the end of this game is brought to you by Pro Sport as it's recycled to Brian Brown for Tulsa. Good ball across. Okoli is there again defensively to clear it. And it's out for another throw. Another ball is whipped in. Dealt with by Orange County only as far as Kibato. Maloto, 1 minute left of injury time. It's also trying to get one last swipe in here at the defending champs. Good run into the penalty area. Oh, a shot comes fired in, and it's curled into the back of the net. FC Tulsa do get on the score sheet. It was a great run inside of the penalty area, and the finish was tremendous as well. Tulsa do get a goal at the end of this.
Bit of individual brilliance there from Obinwa, and you can't teach that. Just bends that ball around Rakowski. Brian Brown, exquisite finish from the striker, from the substitute. That's something that your coach Ensign is going to be really pleased to see. Obviously not giving up to get a 1 goal in the 92nd minute to show a bit of heart. But he takes it oh so well, Brian Brown does. It's a class finish there from the number 9.
His first goal of the season for FC Tulsa, and it's the last major act tonight. The defending champions, Orange County, make a big statement here in Irvine, California. Milan Iloski's hat trick helps Orange County get a big 3 points on the board as they defeat FC Tulsa by 5 goals to 1. A convincing win here for the defending champions as they dominate one of the playoff contenders in the Eastern Conference. As we take a look, and there were multiple options here for the man of the match in this one. It's presented by California Performance Company, but it's got to be the hat-trick hero, Milan Iloski. All 3 goals, Ricky, coming in the first half, and each one was better than the last.
He just takes them so well, so confident in his finishing. But this one I love, just to understand the movement, that the defense drops back, he peels off, and then this is just instinct. Doesn't think twice, get this shot up so quick, just put so much English on that. There's nothing Lewis can do, and the reason why he is the man of the match. 3 goals, 3 points for Orange County. Great night at the office for Milan Iloski.
Fans will certainly leave happy after this one. More orange smoke to celebrate for the defending champions. Iloski's hat trick led the way, and Orange County wins it convincingly over FC Tulsa by 5 goals to 1. We'll wrap it up next here on ESPN+.
Run, header down and in! Rakowski got a piece. Asante turns. Rakowski gets up. Orange County strikes first.
Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez, Espin back here with you. Final score, Orange County 5, FC Tulsa 1, presented by Ballast Point Brewing Company. Convincing win for the defending champions who celebrate in Irvine, California tonight with their home fans who are loving every second of this big win. Let's take a look at the full-time highlights brought to you by John's Incredible Pizza. From the jump, Orange County were all over FC Tulsa.
And if you're an FC Tulsa fan, please don't look. Obviously, unable to get out of the back. When you give this Orange County chance a look at goal, they're going to make you pay. What a ball assist is from Caningas. And then Kubo Torres doing what Kubo Torres does. Rises up, heads it down, does everything right that you ask for of a striker. Loses his mark. And it is just the beginning for Orange County to get going. I don't know about that robot,
yeah,
but it's
a lot of
all
robot
right.
celebrations tonight. There were a couple.
I don't know what's going on, but this, I know what's going on. An unbelievable passage of play. Kubo Torres around the corner. Caningas with the vision. Iloski with the run. Iloski with the finish. He gets his brace, but then this, it's just about Richards understanding there's a lot of real estate in front of him, making that run in, and then it's Iloski understanding the lack of marking from FC Tulsa was shocking in this match. Here, it's another ball just over the top from Peterson. And if you're this play, that's a big no-no. Pushing the back, no need for that. Lewis has it covered, results in a PK. Peterson plays assist maker here. Is the goal to his left-hand side, beats Lewis. And it's all smooth sailing. We're there from Orange County, but we're not done yet in this first half. It's crazy to think 5 goals in the first half, but then he just takes this so well. Olowski, you see the lack of marking. There's no one 5 yards away from him. He's on your 18-yard box. If you're FC Tulsa, a player like that talent is going to make you pay. Unbelievable shot there to get his first half hat trick, but then it's a consolation prize for FC Tulsa. Bit of individual brilliance from Obinwa, and then a clean finish from Brian Brown to give FC Tulsa a 1 on the score sheet.
Let's take a look at the incredible play of the game, also brought to you by John's Incredible Pizza. It was the second Orange County goal of the night. Milan Olowski's first of a trice.
Just understanding their space behind, making a darting run. Kuningas puts the ball on a platter, but I love that little around the corner there from Kubo Torres. Doesn't even need to look, knows where his players are. And then it's just a clinical finish to find that far post. Olowski, you see, he points to his players. I don't know about the robot once again, but it's okay. We can dance. We get the 3 points. You get the hat trick. Incredible play of the game for Orange County and an incredible performance.
Yeah, you get to celebrate however you want when you get a hat trick.
Exactly.
No question about that. But last point brings us the full-time match stats. And again, for most of the game until that last goal from Brian Brown, it was really all Orange County.
Yeah, it was just too much quality through and through. And once FC Tulsa really picked up that red card, the game was really done. Obviously, Olowski gets his hat trick. Kubo Torres gets on the score sheet. Very happy Richard Chaplow through and through, just from minute 1 to minute 90, just better than FC Tulsa.
Save of the match as well. We'll have that brought to you by UHSM. It was a goal fest, but there was a good save in the match. This is from the first half, and this is one of the good moments, actually, between Williams and Rivas that led to this save.
And we highlighted him in the open. Rivas can change this game, but it is a really well taken save there from Rakowski. That ball is moving, that ball is dipping, that ball has a lot of swerve on it. A player like Rivas has a special left foot, and he does extremely well. Lucky enough, the ball doesn't end up in the back of the net through JJ Williams, but talk about a big time save from Rakowski to keep this game and leave their lead up, and that's the story of it. Orange County, 3 points.
In convincing fashion as well. The fans were excited for this one tonight. Richard Chaplow told us it was a big game for their season to bounce back after a tough result, and that's exactly what they did. For Ricky Lopez-Espin and our entire crew, I'm Sean St. Jacques saying so long from Irvine, California. A statement from the defending champions who smash FC Tulsa by 5-1.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.